Hey everybody, this is Kevin Davidson, your host for Kevin's Corner Real Estate from a Marketing Perspective, and this is episode number 40.
Wow.
Yeah, we're climbing up in the episodes, and I'm excited today
Amazing.
because I have a returning guest whom I love very much, and I have a guest right next to me who has been here, going to be here for the very first time. So I always start off the podcast by saying that if you're seeing this podcast and you're a real estate agent or a vendor that operates in the Fort Bend County area and you want to be on the podcast, give me a call, 832-654-0527, or email me at kevin.davidson@stewart.com. And I couldn't do this podcast if it wasn't for my support staff, my team, Jennifer Schmides, the area vice president, Caitlin Cornick, Devaney Devon, the escrow officers here in Sugar Land, and Winnie Santana and Adriana Alzalte, the escrow officers in Richmond, along with their support staff. In saying that, let's get started with episode number 40 of Kevin's Corner. So my guest sitting next to me, this beautiful young lady, her name is Jami Bertrand. She is from Elite Real Estate Services.
Yes.
And this is her first time on the podcast, and I'm excited that she's here. We've actually known each other for a while because I've gone to her brokerage, her office, and helped her agents out with marketing and things like that. But she's also a rock star, so I finally got her on the calendar for the podcast. So say hi to everybody.
Hi, everybody.
So tell everybody, what you do, who you are, what you do, and tell them about your brokerage.
Well, again, my name is Jami Bertrand. I am the real estate broker for Elite Real Estate Services. I am actually here in Missouri. Well, I'm in Missouri City, but I also have an office in Beverly Hills, California.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes, you did.
Did I?
You helped me form, remember?
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah.
I did remember that. Scratch that.
Yeah. You forgot.
I need to go to California
Too
now,
many
though.
people. Oh, yeah. Yeah. California's good.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so that's it. I forgot what.
So how long have you, so you own your own brokerage?
I own my own
But
brokerage.
how long have you been a real estate agent?
So I've been a real estate agent since 2007. I got into the business during the recession. So, but I started
During
in
the
commercial.
recession,
Yeah.
Really? You started in commercial?
I started in commercial.
Why did you become a real estate agent?
So I moved here from California, and I'm going to be honest, I needed more money. I moved here from California, and my background is in banking, so I got a job working for a credit union, and trying to adjust to the pay from California to Texas just wasn't,
The cost of living is a lot lower down here, so
it
the pay
is, but I
different.
just could not mentally process that.
Yeah.
So I had to, actually my realtor inspired me. I had a realtor that rented me a house, and he would farm my area and always come to my house, and he would be in beach shorts and, nice cars like every single time. And I just talked to him about it, and he said, yeah, you should definitely get your license. And I did. So
what were you doing before you got your license?
Loss mitigation. I was foreclosing. I was on the other side.
You were the person everybody didn't want to see.
I wasn't out there on foot, but like once it got to me, it was a done deal.
It was a done deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
And so why did you want to be a real estate agent?
Well, I wanted to be a real estate agent because, purchasing a home, an American dream, is just something that you just want to be a part of. It's the biggest decision that a person can ever make.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember when I was a child, my mother, because she couldn't afford to, get us a house. She tried effortlessly to get us a house, but we just couldn't afford it. So she would take us to model homes, and we would walk through there, pick out our bedroom. Never happened. So I just feel like this was a full circle moment that I end up doing the very thing that my mother exposed me to when I was a child.
That's I like that story.
Yeah.
And how long were you an agent before you became a broker?
So I was an agent for 7 years. I got my broker's license in 2014 in Texas.
Not many real estate agents get their broker's license. Mm-hmm. Usually you get your broker's license, there's a specific reason. Was there a reason why you got yours?
It is. So I wanted to, I'm so passionate about this. I wanted to be a support to agents. I felt like, because I was at 2 big box brokerages,
mm-hmm.
and I felt like if you weren't producing a certain amount, you were overlooked or lost in the shuffle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So when I started my brokerage, and you and I have had these conversations.
Yeah.
When I started my brokerage, I wanted to give to my agents what I didn't get from
Exactly.
the other brokerages.
What you thought the other brokerages should have been offering you or getting to you.
Right. The support. Just because I wasn't producing doesn't mean you don't have to invest, a certain amount of time and resources into me.
And if they would have invested resources, you might have been producing.
Yeah.
No, I get it. It's a catch-22, and I hear that same story from agents all the time. And we don't need to name the brokerages, but we know who they are.
Right. One of the brokerages.
Exactly. And so I commend you for that. I have another friend that owns another brokerage. It's the exact same reason why he started his.
Right.
Because he wasn't getting what he was told or what he thought he should be getting from the big box brokerage that he joined when he was an agent. And he was like, I'm going to change this.
Yeah.
So how long have you been a broker now?
10 years this July to 2014. July 2014 is when I got my broker's license. And
so do you have a team of agents?
I do. I have 7 agents at the moment.
7 agents? Awesome.
And I'm good with the 7 that I have.
Okay. So you're not looking to grow the number of agents right now?
I am not looking to take any more agents right now.
Okay.
I don't have what most agents need, which is time. Because I'm on several boards, and like I'm the chair of the Small Business Advisory Committee for Missouri City. I'm the chair of the Fort Bend Political Affairs Advisory Leadership with HAR. So I'm involved in the community. And then I have 3 small children and a husband. I don't want to overextend myself at the moment.
You sound like you're a VIP. We need to talk to you.
Yeah, well, I can make some phone calls.
What is it about real estate that you like?
I love everything about it. I love being able to help people, like I said, get their home or investments. My husband and I, we do a lot of investments. We do a lot of new construction. And I just love being able to be a part of that generational wealth building.
I used to, when I was in property management and in real estate investing, I used to have the similar feeling when I was able to help a real estate investor find an investment property or their first investment property, or they got one and they flipped it and they called me back later and said, man, I made $50,000 on that deal. And congratulations and everything. So where do you see, well, you've been an agent and a broker for a while. So what are the big differences you see between back then and now? I already know what they are. That's why she's probably laughing, but I want to see what you have to say.
Is this a censored podcast? Or can I be?
No, you can be perfect.
All right. You're talking about, okay.
Agents, the economy, whatever you want to do.
So let's talk about agents first. I think agents are lazy. I think a lot of them don't. You see the success, but you don't see what goes on behind the scenes. You see the closing table pictures, but you don't see the hours of prospecting,
and showings
and the showings and the deals that fall through. You don't see all of that, and I just feel like social media has played a big part in that too, with not showing the true aspect of a real estate deal. So I feel like agents aren't educating themselves outside of Champions or any real estate school. I feel like most of them, from personal experience, they really want things handed to them, and it's a lot of work that go into it.
It's kind of what they're fed when you're looking to become. Should I become an agent? Oh yeah, and then you talk to this person. Oh yeah, they'll get you leads, or they'll do this, or do this. They don't, and that's why I do what I do, which is teach CE classes and help agents grow their business by helping them learn how to marketing.
Right.
Because the one thing that most brokerages don't do is they don't show them how to run their business.
Yeah, teach them how to fish. Right.
Yeah, teach them how to fish. Exactly.
But let's, in contrast to that, how many prospects or zip codes and stuff have you given to agents that they have not used? How many Google My Business page? How many classes are you going to take before you start to execute?
Well, speaking for someone that teaches that, not many of them.
Okay.
Not many of them.
Yeah.
Let's move to the economy. What was the difference between back then when you started and now?
Well, back then, I mean, I think it was difficult. So I think with real estate, it's ever changing. It's ever evolving. You have to sometimes pivot, right? So back then, I started in commercial because this is a recession and there are a lot of foreclosures, you know, with the loan processes that they had back then, predatory lending. And I had to do commercial. And then from there, I started helping people like do loan modifications because, you know, I have a credit union background from foreclosing. So I knew the process of trying to save your home. So I was, you know, charging people fees to help them do loan modifications. So back then, you know, and I tell people this story all the time. I used to door knock. I ordered 100 door hangers, and I walked through Siena and put 100 door hangers. I touched 100 doors. That's what I did back then. I think now it's easier because you have social media, right? But that gives you like a more lackadaisical approach to the business. But the
door knocking and or the print media, the door hangers, the flyers, the postcards, that stuff still works.
It still works, but who's going to do that?
Well, if you come to me for marketing help, you're going to do it.
I don't know. So I think digital door knocking is what I call it. When I, you know, was training my agents on farming, there's a thing called, well, I call it digital door knocking, which is next door. Getting on next door, commenting on posts. Like, that's what I call digital door knocking. Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Bigger Pockets?
I have heard of them.
Okay. That's another avenue where you can do the same thing.
Okay.
Not necessarily for next door neighbors next to you, but.
Wait, I thought Bigger Pockets was like a podcast, a money podcast. Is that?
It's also a social media platform.
Is it? I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. I used to use it when I was in the property management. When I was at Empire Industries, we got our largest property management client. I found him on Bigger Pockets.
Oh, okay.
Because he lived in New York and he wanted to invest in Houston. Bought 25 properties.
Really? Is that new?
Oh, no. It's actually, I've been teaching it for 7 years.
Really?
Yeah. Not Bigger Pockets, but it's part of my... Yeah, Bigger Pockets is a podcast, and I know people that are on it.
Yeah.
But it's also a social media.
Oh, you taught me something new today.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah. I mean, you always do. Yeah.
Everybody, almost everybody on Bigger Pockets, it has to do with real estate in some way.
Okay.
It's not like going on a Facebook and there's millions of different people from different parts of the world.
Right.
It's all real estate.
Specifically.
But it's set up similar to it. You post on it, you engage, you comment on other people's things, you friend people, you get to know people, and eventually someone might private message you and say, hey, I want to talk. I'm looking at buying Houston.
So like a referral network.
Exactly.
Okay. So next door, it's kind of like farming, digital farming. You know, these are people that are within your zip code, and you can post in there too. You can even sign up as a business and you know, put some posts. I used to put my my trunk or treats, you know, into next door, and really that's where it would sell out on next door.
There you go. What is there anything? Because this is Kevin's Corner, marketing from a real estate from a marketing perspective. What else does Jami do marketing wise to promote your business?
So I am coaching with Tom Ferry, and at our, I think it's 2022, he had a summit, and the summit, you know, because he's all about digital marketing and social media. And, you know, I don't really like social media like that. Well, I didn't, but so he encouraged me to
she didn't say
get, did I say that? Sorry. I'm kind of like one of those boomers, you know. No, I love social media. It's the best, especially Facebook.
Kevin, edit that out.
Yeah. So what I have been doing that has been working for me is TikTok.
Really?
Yeah. I closed 5 million
wow.
in sales from TikTok. I started building it like late 2022. And I amassed I think I have like over 11,000 followers. So I'm still building it, but So
you post things on TikTok and you've gotten some deals from it. People have contacted you?
Yeah, mainly relocation.
There you go. Okay. Wow. So see, you don't have to use a specific social media platform.
Yeah.
Just use
the
one.
one for you.
The one
that
for
works
you.
best for you.
I like Facebook.
Yeah,
I'm not a big Instagram fan.
Me neither. Definitely not an Instagram. I have an Instagram for brand recognition or
Mm-hmm.
presence, but
Yeah.
I'm not very active.
And I don't even have a TikTok account.
Yeah. Oh, you're missing out. You're missing out. TikTok is the place to be.
Now, the TikTok video champions
Mm-hmm.
is this lady right
really?
there. Her and Shiva. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait. I got to go to your TikTok
You got to
now.
go check them out.
See, my TikTok is not for family, friends, or people that I know. My TikTok is for strangers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, her and Shiva, they create some of the most hilarious.
Is it just strictly real estate content?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So check it out.
I will. How many followers do you guys have? You don't check?
She just does it for the videos. She doesn't care about everything else.
Well, the thing is, so TikTok gives you another stream of revenue.
Mhm.
Like once you get to like over 10,000 followers, you get monetized. Yeah. So I'm monetized too, and on top of that, I get brand deals. Collaborations with brands. Like.
So what does monetize mean? How do you make
get
money?
paid? Yeah, you get paid per video. Like so, you get like $1 some change per 1,000.
Who pays you?
1,000 view. TikTok.
Really?
Yes.
I need to get on TikTok.
It's like killing two birds with one stone.
I gotta finance Wynn's new car.
Yeah. So it's a lot of information that you can share on TikTok. So, and my page is not just strictly real estate. It's my I won't say the handle because it's not for people that I know, but I shared day in the life, morning routines, which is why I have my phone set up. My kids, family stuff. It encompasses just who I am as a person beyond real estate. And I think people connect with that and they can resonate with that. And so they feel like they know me already, which it does feel like.
People do business with people in this business,
Know,
with people
like,
they know,
and
like, and trust. So
Yep.
that's the best way to get them to know, like, and trust you.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Is there was one thing that you'd like the podcast world to know about Jami and your business, what would it be?
It would be that I am genuine and I'm transparent. And I say that because with the market and how it's been, I've seen a lot of pushiness in pushing deals through. And if I see that a deal doesn't work, or if I feel like maybe you need to wait a little bit, that's what I'm gonna.
You tell people the way it is.
Yeah.
Give
I'm
them true,
definitely
honest
honest.
advice.
I'm very, very, very honest. Last thing I want to do is put you in a house and then you lose it, and who you gonna be looking at?
Yeah, you realize you can't afford it or
Right.
whatever.
Right.
Awesome. So somebody out there is watching it. They want to get a hold of Jami. How do they do that?
So you can find me on Facebook, Jami Bertrand, Jami Bertrand, Bertrand. I am on Instagram. I am Jami Bertrand on Instagram, and you can go to my website. It's www.elite, ELITEREA, realestateadvisors.com.
And your phone number?
Phone number, it's 281-969-5713.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I really appreciate you coming to being on the podcast.
This was so fun.
This was fun. We'll have to put you on the calendar to come back before you leave today.
For sure.
So you guys, you're looking for a really experienced real estate agent that knows what she's doing. She's patient, transparent, and will help you with whatever you need. Give her a call. Phone number is
281-969-5713.
awesome. Thanks again for being on the podcast.
Thank you, Kevin.
We're going to take a quick break, and we're going to bring on a lady that everybody will recognize. We'll be right back. Hey, everybody, this is Kevin. We're back with segment number 2 of episode number 40 of Kevin's Korner, Real Estate from a Marketing Perspective. And if you've seen my podcast before, or you know me, or hang out with me, or work with me, you know who this is, because she's with me a lot. This is Nas from Revolve Mortgage, and she's also the one that painted my logo. So thank you very much. Say hi to everybody.
You know you're gonna get the bigger one.
She keeps saying that, but
Oh my! So you have no. You're gonna get the bigger one. I promise you. Just now we have lots of witnesses. So I cannot.
if you don't know her, she loves to get on a plane. So I don't know when she's gonna find time to paint a bigger one, but we'll see.
No, yeah. I just came back from Tulum. It was fun.
See? Now I have photographic and audio evidence that she likes to get on a plane.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't? So say hi to everybody. Tell everybody who you are.
Hi. As Kevin said, probably you already know me or saw me in the photos on Stuart Title, my favorite title company. And my name is Nasreen. Kevin called me Nas. I'm a lender. I work with Revolve Mortgage. It's been like 2 years I'm in this business. And kind of from the beginning, I start with Kevin. And he helped me and coached me with marketing.
I'm still trying to do that.
He is still trying to do. I'm not very good student. I'm telling you, just I try to be, but I promise this year gonna be different year.
Well, it's almost March. It's almost March. So tell everybody a little bit about Revolve, because I know if people do know you and have seen you on the podcast and know you personally or professionally, that Revolve is not the only company you've been with in the last couple of years. So tell everybody about Revolve.
I start with the banker, and then I decided to work with the broker because I have, we work with many lenders and can get a better rate. And I worked with Loan Factory, which I loved it. But Revolve is a smaller company. They are a broker. We are working with
What's the difference between a banker and a broker, or a lender and a broker?
So when you work with the broker, we are kind of like a middleman, and we have we have access to 50, maybe 100. I don't know. It depends on how your broker. So with different lenders, so you have option to shop around.
You can shop around for your client.
Yes,
I see,
but
okay.
when you work with a banker, you don't have that.
You have one option.
Yes, but
Their
that's
rates.
why we always can get the better rate.
Okay. And do you like working with the broker over the banker?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And are there any differences in the types of loan programs that you can offer clients from a broker versus a banker?
Not much.
You just have a lot larger, diverse options for people.
Yes.
And do these different options have different?
And we have in that banker I used to work. I don't know, maybe others different. We didn't have the no document, but with this broker I'm working, we have a no doc, and which I closed one yesterday. So they don't have W2, they don't have job. They just moved to America and they were able to buy the house.
Really? Mm-hmm. How does that work?
That's the secret.
Why am I doing all this work when,
Yeah, so usually it's a little bit more difficult because you have to have more down payment, and you still have to have a credit score. You still have to have Social Security. You still have to have a green card or some visa that you are living here. But the interest rate is a little bit higher.
Right, okay.
And then you usually need to show some, for a 1 year or 2 years saving.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Awesome. So you've been in the loan business or lending business for a while now. What do you like about it?
Oh, there are many different things. First is I have the freedom to work from anywhere.
Yeah.
Another one
home.
is I like the networking and meeting new people. Since
Speaking of that, she gets on a plane and goes out of the country for a little while. Comes back, doesn't call her best friend. But then I go on Facebook, and her husband are all over social media. They're all networking and having a party, and didn't even think to call me.
Oh my God! I knew I'm coming here. You know that. It's just 3 days ago.
Yeah, it
came
was.
Back. Yes, and then I started networking again, and I love it because I meet new people, and then I met lots of agents, and they are my friend now, and we hang out. Another thing is about helping people, and I don't know it's good or bad, but people kind of know me for difficult loan that other lenders, they cannot approve it. Mm-hmm. It's kind of good and it's kind of bad because it's more stressful and it's more difficult, and sometimes even though the agent and borrower, they already know that this is not the usual loan, they kind of get upset, mm-hmm. or they don't have the patience. But that's another thing that I love it. When people comes to me and they got rejected from other people, and then I can help them, and I feel like a hero. I did it.
Well, how come they can get rejected with somebody else, but you can get them approved? What's the difference?
So these are another secrets. I think one of them is I don't want to upset anybody, but
be politically correct.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. How can I don't know how to politically. Just so I think it's the thing that you're willing to try harder.
You go the extra mile.
Yes, or you just want to get the easy loan and
Exactly.
Because I understand lender now. At the beginning, I was like, why some lender they don't want to do it. Now I kind of understand them, but I'm still doing it because at the beginning when the agents or borrower they have a difficult loan and they got rejected, they love it. That, can you do this? Can you approve this? Can you? And when you get to the process and things get a little bit more difficult, even that agent that at the beginning she was, kind of want you to do that, she want to get the deal. They all of a sudden they just, change. Like, oh, why did this happen? Why did this? And this is the thing that you are still doing hard work, but sometimes some agent. Some of them, not
Some
all
people,
of them.
they
Forget that at the beginning, this was the loan that got rejected and you couldn't even get that deal. But I made it happen.
Well, Jamie touched on it earlier. Some people are lazy. They don't want to go the extra mile and do the extra work to help someone get approved so they can get paid. I mean, there's all kinds of people like that out there. So you should be proud of yourself.
Yeah, but I learned my lesson from now on. Whenever something is difficult or more complicated, I'm going to tell everybody from the beginning, okay, this is going to be difficult. We all in together. We all want to close this loan. So let's all be patient, You
have to set the expectations.
I think I have to do that. That was my mistake at the beginning because, at the end, something is small or you need 1 day extension or, and they got like, ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but we have to understand our loan is not the same, and everything is not a W-2, 2 years. So if we need extension, it's not the end of the world. Just the 1 day or 2 day, or it's we all together.
Mm-hmm.
We all want to close this deal. It's we're not each other's enemy.
Everybody that's part of the transaction is is a piece of the puzzle.
Exactly.
And so everything has to align right. I totally get it. You mentioned networking and everything. What is it that, and now I'm really going to hit a button for you. What is it about your business that you do marketing-wise to generate business, to generate leads?
Social media. One of it is Facebook. I'm very active at networking.
Wait, go back. There you go. Yeah.
Insta.
So this is the TikTok queen. Okay?
Not lately, not much, but
Not lately. But
yeah.
her and her friend Shiva, who is a real estate agent, and we all know who Shiva is.
And my all of them are I completely have different. Like Facebook is more like networking picture. Mm-hmm. TikTok is for me is more like funny, a little bit comedy, so make things easier to understand for people, for buyer, for agent. And then Instagram is kind of more classy. So each social media you have to find your way to get a yes. Yeah. So for me, it's completely different, and I'm gonna start a YouTube.
But you do, yeah. She said that quietly because I've been trying to get her to do that for a year and a half. But you do the social media platforms well.
Yes.
So I mean, we were talking to Jamie earlier about this, and Jamie uses TikTok to grow her business, and she's successful. So, you need to get up to 10,000 followers so you can get monetized.
Yes, she motivated me, seriously.
But if you ever want to see Shiva in a nice hat with a cigar in her mouth, go to TikTok. Go to TikTok.
Yeah, I like to make some things easier and fun, and We all need it. We all
Everybody-
need
we
a
all need
break.
to laugh and
Yeah.
yeah. So, what else do you do? Networking, of course. You're a social butterfly, and the social media. What else? Anything?
For generating. I think mostly that's and in my community, like Iranian community.
Yeah. If you
Oh.
if you couldn't tell, she's not from the United States.
Yeah, you can tell by my accent, obviously.
You have an
Very
accent?
thick.
Really?
No, you do.
No.
Just a little bit.
And by the way, guys, this is the third time she's been on my podcast, and she's never seen her podcast.
Yeah.
She won't
Okay.
watch it.
Another thing, I like TikTok because all the TikTok I make,
She
I don't
changed the
talk.
subject. Oh,
I
you
don't talk. That's why
Okay.
I love it, because I don't want to hear my voice. And then I can like add some filter, and I look pretty, and I think, oh, look at me.
And then you open your mouth, and you're like, "What is that?"
Yeah, because without all those filter, I don't like myself. That's one of the reasons I don't watch your like, oh my God, look at me, I'm getting old. I'm
Really?
kidding.
Wow. Okay.
I'm kidding. So,
You know, Bill wants you to come back to the radio station, right?
he went.
Oh,
Oh, I
yeah.
enjoy that day. He is funny. It was a great day. Thank you for
Yeah.
for the
He
opportunity.
wants you to come back.
Yeah.
And I have some openings, so we need to bring you back.
Okay.
What are some marketing things that you want to do in the future that I've been trying to get you to do?
Oh God, you better say that. You better say that.
Oh, you want me to say it?
Yes.
So the first thing is that
Yeah.
she does a very good job with the social media videos. I think you should start creating educational videos about lending
Oh yeah.
and posting them to YouTube, and then taking the YouTube link and putting that on your social media. But the education videos are not the same as your TikTok and Instagram videos. So that, and you, and we've already tried to get you to do this, CRM.
Yeah, I think yes. That's the CRM already started. Good news. And then educational. That's only the problem with my voice. If I find like, I heard that AI you can find. There is a voiceover you can use it. So I can use
If
your
you
voice.
use
I can use
AI
your.
If you use AI, then AI is the expert, not you.
No, just the voice. But I'm kidding. No.
So what happens when someone sees that video at AI and then they meet you and they're like, wait a minute, that's not the same lady?
Oh, she's. Yeah, you can tell. Obviously, no. I'm not gonna lie, but everybody knows. But no, I'm gonna. I have to start doing it. So, for me, whenever I wanna get a bigger step. So I always start a new challenge, and that gave me the motivation. So this year my challenge is I hire a coach, very professional training, like he's a what you call it, body builder, BD boss.
Or you hired a physical workout coach.
Yes. So I always
Why?
think that. Okay, I always think that when you start something that you committed yourself, something that you usually afraid of, something that is difficult for you, something you think, oh, I never can do that. It's not only about your face, it's mentally make you stronger. Mentally you think, oh, now I can do anything. If I can climb this mountain, I can do anything else.
Right.
So for me, always is like one physical challenge. Like I start swimming this much, or, so this year I was thinking about the marathon or this, and then I chose that one because it's gonna be my wedding soon, and I wanna. So I think whenever I challenge my body, I get more strength.
That'll motivate you to challenge the other things that you've been trying to work on.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Well, that's a great friend of mine. I mean, you can learn something from her. So that's amazing. How can people get a hold of Nas if they need a loan?
Very easy.
Very easy.
So
Go
you
on
can.
TikTok and look for the lady that doesn't talk.
I know. Yeah, that's right. So you can find me on Facebook. It's Nas Kary. Or you can find me on Instagram, Nas Mortgage. And I'm on TikTok, Nas Mortgage too, I guess. Yes. And my phone number, that's the best way and easiest way, is 832-572-8345. And I have the email, nasrin@revolvemortgage.com.
Awesome. And her company is Revolve Mortgage. So you guys, we had a great episode number 40. Thank you for being on the podcast for
Thank
the
you for having me.
fourth time? Or
Yes, I think it's fourth time.
Fourth time. So if you like her voice, go check out my YouTube channel because she's on there 4 times.
Yes. If you
So-
want to torture yourself and your ear,
No, it's
Go
not
ahead.
about that.
I'm
So,
kidding.
I want to thank Nas for being on the podcast today, and I want to thank Jami Bertrand for being on the podcast today. And again, like I said in the beginning, if you are watching this podcast or any of my podcasts and you want to be a guest on the show, you are a real estate agent or a vendor that operates in the Fort Payne County area, call me 832-654-0527 or email me at kevin.davidson@stewart.com. We'll get you on the calendar. Don't expect to get on it real soon, but we'll put you on the calendar. And I also have to thank Jennifer Smitis, Caitlin Korner, Devin, Wendy Santana, Adriana Ozalte, and the entire support staff here at Stewart Title Sugar Land in Richmond. If you're not using Stewart Title for your title business, shame on you. You guys have a great weekend. Until next week, this is episode 40. We'll see you soon. Say bye, Nas.
Bye.
Bye.